All right, what's up everyone? My name is David. I'm going to show you how I installed these Lexland seat covers on my 2025 4th Gen Tacoma. I will say they are pretty amazing quality. I'm actually quite impressed. This is one of the most popular items from this brand. I've heard great things about them on the forums, on the Facebook groups and all that. So I'll show you how I installed it. I also have an influencer code. Lexland helped me out actually get these. It's David 4th Gen, 20% off, which is really good. So check them out. I'll put a link in the YouTube description and let me show you how I installed these. All right, so here's what the stock seat covers look like, or actually just the stock seats on the SR5. They are super bland, and once I installed these, it's really night and day difference. It looks way better, and it's more durable, more stain resistant, and should stand up to wear over time. One of my big issues and why I got these seat covers is on the SR5 trim in particular. The seats are basically white, so you could see any stain on it. But once I installed these, I mean, the fitment is really solid, as you can see here. First things first, got the box for the seat covers, and they come in a single package. The packaging is good. The seat covers are really high quality. They don't smell. They don't have any sort of like factory type chemicals. At least my pair didn't. Really impressed with how these seat covers looked. So the first thing I recommend is once you take these out, there's actually a lot of pieces. There's the bottoms, the tops, the headrests. There's actually an armrest cover. And as you can see here, what I did was basically laid them all out to make sure, number one, that you have everything, but number two, so you can kind of plan how you're going to put these in the car. One thing I want to note too is the headrests are different between the front and rear. I believe it's the front ones are a little bit more square, so just keep an eye on that. Another thing these come with, as you can see here, is instructions, QR code, which you could scan. They also come with gloves, clips, and then this little pry tool. And the pry tool is really to help you get like around the headrests and get the leather or sort of seat covers tucked into the little plastic pieces that are on the seats. So what I recommend here is start with the back, okay? Because the back is way easier. It kind of builds up your confidence for the front, which is a little bit more technical. In the back, you want to start with the rear bottom bench. These are really easy. You just need to be mindful of that middle seat belt there that you see me messing around with, as well as that little pull tab where the sort of seat release goes. And you want to make sure all your seatbelt buckles and especially your child safety latches there are apparent. I have a kid, so it's important I'm able to plug in his car seat, which by the way is compatible with these. I had no issues. Just you have to make sure the seat cover is not covering anything before you tighten everything down. So it kind of goes with that like measure twice, cut once type of thing. Just make sure your seat cover is fitted properly. Check it on all sides, check all the seatbelt covers, check everything before you tighten everything down, or else you might end up having to do rework. Same thing for the top. You need to take out the headrests, line up the headrest holes and all the tabs and everything, as you see me doing here. So there's sort of these buckles and straps, and you sort of just have to work it, do its little process, and just navigate your way to taking off the seatbelt and putting that top cover on. So again, it does come with this tool that makes it more doable and easy to release the seatbelt, but also get around those things like I'm showing here and those little trim pieces that go around the headrest, the pull tab and all that. So you can actually work that pry tool into there, and that's how you get everything to pop out. And there I am kind of just showing you the child safety latches are poking out, the seatbelt covers and everything else. All right, so up next, I did the same process really on the passenger side. It's even easier because it's not two seats, it's really just one. Take out the headrest, do the bottom, do the top, line up the buckles and everything, tighten it down, and you're good to go. So there's the back all done there, and the back really helps build up your confidence so you could then start to approach the front. So for the fronts, The seat covers come with these clips that are sort of like these J-hook, kind of like seatbelt looking clips. And those are how this thing is going to affix under the bottom of the seats. So one thing I want to kind of emphasize here is this is the hard part. It is a little bit tedious, so just be patient. Put on some music or something, or have a friend help you out. It'll make it easier. I did do this alone though, which is possible. It would just help if you had a friend. Other thing to note here is try to get some lighting in there. If you see, I put a little shop light that's hanging. And here's the first and sort of most critical step. The actual OEM seats have this little flap that is hooked onto the bottom from the factory. And you have to start with actually unhooking that, which has this sort of like carpet piece. And that's what exposes everything for you to sort of get under there and work. Another thing to note, I have the SR5. So I really only have electronic lumbar support, but the seat is manual. So the slide, recline, up and down, and like the bolster, all that is basically manual. So this is probably harder if you have power and heated seats. There's going to be more wiring and electronics under there. Additionally, I slid the seat, I believe it was all the way forward and all the way up. So try to just make, based on your car and kind of what options you have, try to make it the most accessible to get under there. That will make this job easier. The next thing is, once you unhook everything, you're going to want to slip the bottom cover onto the seat as well as the top. And what you basically do is reaffix these hooks kind of the way it was from the factory, but now that you have the seat cover on. So there's sort of two that come down and then two that are come around the side when you put on the bottom cushion. And so just be patient there. It is doable, but you sort of take your learnings from the back and then from the front, apply them there, take your time, and you'll get it done. Here's the finished product. I am super impressed with these. They are very affordable, good quality, and I'm gonna leave them in my truck for years. It looks like they're gonna last a long, long time, and I'm super pumped for them.